Welcome back for Chapter 11. This week we're going to be covering how to read different data types with R. So, reading files. Reading in files can be done in numerous ways depending on the extension of the file. One of the most common ones you're going to be utilizing with most of data science is going to be the use of a CSV, which is a comma-separated value file. It's just plain text files where the data is separated by commas. Pretty self-explanatory, that's where the name comes from. There are variations to it, like TSV, as in Tango. That actually stands for tab separated values, just as common as CSVs. Continuing on, reading in a file using read.table imports the file in a table format and creates a data frame from the file. This reads in the whole file and assumes that the data is all one table unless explicitly stated. The file path must be passed in order to open the files as seen below. You also have to specify that header in the columns so they're added correctly. So what if the files come from other regions where the notation is different? It's fine, R's got that covered. Use the functions below to import other files that contain certain information from a region or a different format. So we have read.table, read.csv, .delim, csv2, .delim2. It's taken right from your textbook from hands-on programming with R. You can take a look at this table and it will help you determine which of these functions is best suited for the data that you have on hand. So R can read numerous file types. Some types come as a default to R in RStudio, while some may have to be downloaded from the libraries. So here we look at the native ones, or some of the native ones that are available through R. You can do CSV, PSV, TSV, SAS7B, DAT, SAV, or data types. These are all installed through R, and you'll be able to just import these using the library function to read this type of file type in. But there's others that aren't native to R. So some of these have to be downloaded and can be seen in the image below. A lot of these are not very common. Others like JSON or fast storage are very common, but they are not native to R. You have to download packages in order to work with these specific file types. Another function that can be used to import the data of the text and CSV type is the readr package. So we see here on the right that the readr package, or sorry, this is something a little different here. The CRAN project readr description, that's what this is at this point. So the goal of readr is to provide a fast and friendly way to read rectangular data, anything like CSV, TSV, or FWF. And by rectangular, it means something like an Excel sheet. You're going to have rows and columns. And it's designed flexibly to parse data of many types found in the wild, while still cleanly failing when data unexpectedly changes. So it's a pretty useful function. You're going to want to get used to using readr. Luckily, the CRAN project has documentation around it. You can go ahead and search it if you want to work with special data types. So a great resource for acquiring packages that can be downloaded is CRAN. CRAN is a network of FTP and web servers around the world that store identical, up-to-date versions of code in documentation for R. So the reason that this has different web servers around the world is that if they are centrally located, imagine everyone from the whole world pulling from the same server each and every single day. It becomes exhaustive, it's computationally expensive, you would have very low download times and upload times. So something like you saw when you initially downloaded R in RStudio, you are able to select the CRAN mirror nearest to you. So those are servers that are located specifically for certain regions to help offload the amount of traffic that goes through these servers.